Hi Cancer, welcome back to the channel and welcome to your November 2022 message message from Spirit delivered via our tarot deck and a few oracle decks as well. I think I'm going to use 4 oracle decks today. So I'm going to do a little bit different spread and way to pull the cards. I'm trying it out, seeing how it goes, see if we like the flow better, more just like not so structured. I usually do the Celtic cross, which is very like this is this in this place and this is this in it. I want to try something a little bit more storytelling or a little bit more immersive. So we're going to see how this goes. If you guys like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know as well, and we will shift and adapt and change and grow together. All right, so like always, we will be using our singing bowl to clear any lingering energy that does not belong here, does not belong to you all. Then we will be using it to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective, we will be connecting to Spirit so we can receive the most accurate and relevant message at this time. If you would like to use this time to call any specific guides, guardians, deities, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more, the merrier. So, let's go. I heard while I was doing that, let me do the talking. So I feel like there's a lot of you that Spirit is wanting you to maybe be still a little bit, sit still and listen, and let Spirit speak through you is what I'm getting. Okay, so I've pre-shuffled all of the decks into Cancer energy. I may shuffle a few as I pick them up here and there, but for the most part, I'm just going to draw one card off the top of each of the decks, and we are going to see what comes out. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm actually going to move these two. Oh, you son of a gun. Sorry, I should have done this before I started the video, but whatever, I did. Alright. That there. That there. I hope you guys enjoyed here, Samhain and Halloween, All Hallows Eve, all of those beautiful, beautiful seasons that we just I almost said holidays. I don't know if they're really considered. Yes, they are holidays. We'll call them holidays, festivals. All right. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you are enjoying your December. Let's get into it. What's here for Cancer? 8 of Swords. Our first card out. Showing me there's a situation that you are perceiving as stuck. This is always, always, always a self-imposed stuckness, and there is always a way out of it. If you were to just look around, take inventory, take stock in what is around you, what you have access to, the moves that you can make. And also I think a big part of this is going to be surrendering to the divine. Let Spirit know that you're willing and able to surrender, and let them take control and lead you in a direction that you know is for your highest good. The direction that is on your path, your specific path. I feel like a lot of your guys' time has been spent putting into other people, their businesses, their ideas, making sure that they are good and they're set up and they're supported. I feel like you guys have been playing kind of like a background role, supporting actor role for a very long time. It's starting to feel suffocating, and it's starting to feel like you need to break free of that. You have your own purpose to fulfill. You have your own path to be on. I don't think it's time for you to walk on anyone else's path anymore. It's time for you to divert and go on your own. If you have been in a relationship that has felt kind of stagnant or stifling for a long time, again, you supporting them, doing what they want to do. Maybe they already have an established business. They're already, again, established. So you just kind of stepped in to help grow that, to help whatever. And it's going really well. There's nothing wrong with the situation that you're in now, but it's like you want to shine yourself. You want to have your own ideas, and you want to be the one calling the shots and putting things in motion and dictating the direction, and not just taking orders or just executing someone else's vision. I get very much you guys have a very specific calling. You have a very specific vision. This could be with certain products that you need to bring into the 3D so everybody can experience them and have them and use them to make their lives easier. I feel like you guys have a lot of nuggets inside of you that need to come out. The only way for you to do that is to kind of break free of this supporting role and focus your energy, all the energy that you put into other people, focus it on yourself, your own ideas, your own intuition, your own path. This card is showing up to tell us that you aren't stuck. And if you are, you want to be. That's really all it comes down to. If you're stuck right now, if you really are looking around like, I have no way out, I have no income, I'm completely dependent. Okay, well, you did it to yourself, so now you can get yourself out of it. That's the good news. You put yourself in this position, you can easily get yourself out. Easily. What else is here for Cancer? What is this? 4 of Cups. Goddamn, guys. So this last few weeks, I have felt really strongly that Cancer and Pisces are on this like complete 180, totally turning their lives around, going from like a peasant to a prince or princess, queen, empress even is the energy that I'm getting. It's like completely different. You're shifting timelines. You're moving in a new direction. So getting these 2 cards, first 2 cards out is interesting because it's not quite in tune with what I've been feeling for you guys. This is a card of apathy and like, meh, I don't really care one way or another. I'm over it. It doesn't matter to me what really happens. And that might be why you have been in this supporting role for so long, is because you don't want to take charge. You don't want to be the one with all the pressure of calling the shots. And that's kind of this like comfort zone that you've stayed in. While you want to be the one that has the vision, you want to execute your own vision, you want to call the shots and do all that, there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with that, right? You have to delegate people correctly. You have to have an actual vision. You have to be able to course correct. You have to be able to pick up when the pieces fall down. And if you're the one in charge and you're dealing with customers, if something goes wrong, that all falls on your shoulders. So maybe that's why you've taken kind of a back seat, so someone else shoulders all of that responsibility while you just kind of, well, I'm just a pleb. I'm just here doing my job. And you do it really well. You're really good at supporting people because you guys typically know what people need before they need it. You can assist really well, but I don't think that's your purpose anymore. It's you guys have something so big and so monumentous inside of you that is screaming to come out, but for whatever reason you're kind of holding yourself in this place of scarcity, of smallness, and I think it's just out of comfort and fear, not knowing what's on the other side, not knowing if you're going to succeed, what happens if I do fail. Okay, so explore that. What happens if you fail? What's the worst that could happen? The worst thing for me that could happen is not trying, is not going for it, and then looking back like, well, I'll never know if I would have succeeded or not because I never even tried. That sounds like a much worse fate than trying something, going all in, putting yourself out there and failing. I mean, if it fails, there are other things you can do. There are opportunities to put it back together in a better way. Maybe someone will come into your life and see the opportunity there and help you build if you're not able to do it on your own. But you can't do any of that if you don't put yourself out there. And especially if you're feeling apathetic and like low energy and just not really caring what comes and what goes. And that's the energy of this card. If you see the potions that are on here, it's like arsenic and cyanide and what's the other one? Morphine and heroin. These are all drugs that are really, really potent, like deadly even in high doses, and it's just the energy of coping and quieting is what I'm getting. Like you're not really trying to feel anything. You're not really trying to. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I had some texts pop in, and I hate that I have these distractions, but unfortunately I do have kids and such. So, all right. Let's move on. Let's see what else is here for Cancer, please, Spirit. What else is here for Cancer? There we go. Focusing on you, your talents, your gifts, your skills, your abilities. Figuring out what those are if you don't know. Focusing on them to such a degree that you are almost perfecting them. I say perfecting, but we know nothing's perfect, right? And perfectionism is the enemy of progress. We all know that. So don't get stuck on the word perfect. But this is the energy of being so highly focused on something that the rest of the world just kind of whooshes by you. You're in your own zone, whether this is art and you're just in it, you're creating. I just get this overwhelming energy of you're so focused. I feel like this was kind of a realization for you that I do need to move out of this energy. I can't stay here any longer. Now it's time for me to figure out what my skills, my talents, my hobbies. This is also a card of turning your hobbies into monetary situations, an entire business, something that you do for fun that you really, really enjoy, that you can also make money off of to support yourself and those around you in whatever way you want. But to get there, you need to focus. You need to focus on yourself. Again, I put all of that energy that you would have previously put into other people, situations, whatever, into yourself, your own talents, discovering what those are, taking classes, being around people who have these same interests and skills, who can encourage you, who can build you up, who can blow you up even. Just pay attention to the circle that you run in as well, is what I'm getting. I just heard Spirit say, just surround it. Gosh darn it. Surround yourself. Is this deck upside down? What the hell? Nope, just those two. I wish you would stop falling. You're making a scene. There we go. Okay. Next card we got out, the Hanged Man. This is very much Pisces energy. This is changing your perspective on something, seeing it from a different point of view, trying to get all the different angles, and just expanding your mind to maybe view something in a different way than you used to. Maybe you've always had a very set view on something, and now it's like it's kind of expanded and it's changed quite a bit. Maybe you see things completely differently now, like, oh shit, I never even thought of it that way. I've never even seen this part of my town before. I've never even known this part of my industry existed. Whatever it is, it just, I'm getting this sense of when you go inward and you focus on your talents and your skills and what you're offering in exchange for money, your perspective is going to change. Like, I had this in me this entire time, and I could have been doing this decades ago. Don't get caught up on that energy though, like the shoulda, woulda, coulda. You're doing it now, you're moving forward, and it's exactly the right time. Because if you had done it however many years ago, it would have ended in disaster or whatever. So now is the right time to do this, to do whatever this is. But I really do feel like it's gonna kind of blow your mind. It's gonna change the way you view the world a lot, and it's also gonna change your position in this world, your lot in life, whatever you want to call it, your role, your place, whatever. I feel like that's going to change a lot. You're going to have people looking up to you. You're going to have people admiring you. You're going to have people, I don't know, watching you, listening to you, like literally writing down the words that you're saying, taking notes. Like when I hear take note, people are literally listening to what you're saying and they're taking notes of it. Like, you could be lecturing, you could be teaching a course, you could have a TED Talk, you could have some sort of online course that you've built that people are just soaking up, and it's doing them a lot of good. It's also changing other people's perspective. It's changing people's perspective of themselves. Oh shit, she did it. She was in this exact same situation I was in. She was in a worse situation than I was in. They were in a worse situation than I was in. And they're flourishing. They're doing all of this. I can do it too. And that's very much Pisces energy. They are the ones to show people the way that it is possible. So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're focusing on your craft, your skill. You're honing it. You're perfecting it. You're taking it to the masses. You're putting it out there for the world. And they're loving it, and it's changing people's view of themselves and their opinions of themselves. Also, the people close to you, it will change their opinions of you. Maybe everyone has always seen you as this, oh, poor Cancer, are they ever going to get their shit together? Are they ever going to blah, blah, whatever. And now it's like, oh shit, how do I get like that? How do I do what they're doing? What I'm getting. All right, what else is here for Cancer, please, Spirit? What else is here? Oh no. Okay, that's all right. There are some not so favorable energies here, but I feel like you, more than anybody else, is willing and able to move through this energy. This 5 of Pentacles energy is very left out in the cold, very sad, very... I'm getting very, very much victim and martyr. I tried to say those 2 words together. Victim and martyr energy that I'm getting from this. It's like those self-fulfilling prophecies. Well, nothing ever goes my way, and I'm never going to get out of this situation. I'm just Cinderella, and I'm always going to be trapped here. I'm always going to be in this position. I'm never going to be this... whatever. You have to shift your perspective about yourself. You have to start seeing yourself in the light of an empress, an emperor, someone who is powerful, someone who is intelligent, educated, thoughtful, talented. Whatever it is, I do think there is some sort of subconscious reprogramming that needs to happen. This could be things that you've had since childhood. This is just the way you were raised. You have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and you have to work hard, you have to grind, keep your nose at the grindstone. That doesn't sit well with your spirit. You're not opposed to hard work. You know hard work is what it's going to take, but it's not hard work for the sake of hard work. It's hard work on a passion and to get you further and, again, to hone and perfect your skills. It's not hard work to build someone else's empire. It's not hard work for a paycheck. It's not paycheck to paycheck energy. That's what this is. This is paycheck to paycheck. This is struggling. Not knowing where your next meal is going to come from, not being able to make ends meet. You are leaving all of this behind, and I know that feels scary. I know that it's unknown to you, especially if you've lived your entire life this way. Things are changing for you, though. So I need you to prepare your mind and even your body, physical exercise, hydrate, clear your mind, spend as much time by yourself with your own thoughts and with spirit as possible as you go through this ascension. It is going to take a toll on you. And it's going to make you want to stay small because it's easier, because it's safer, because it's comfortable. Don't do it though. Don't listen to that voice inside of you that wants to keep you small and in your comfort zone. All right, let's see what we have for our spirit animal. Shark. Yes, I love this energy. We're going to go ahead and pull all of our oracle cards, and then we will read about them. Moonology, please, Spirit. What's here? Expect powerful change. Yes, powerful, powerful, powerful change in a positive direction. Positive direction. Oh, wait, I did not shuffle these. Sorry, hold on. I didn't shuffle the Samhain deck either. Alright. Cancer energy, please, Spirit. Cancer's energy. What else do they need to know? I'm using the Yule Oracle and the Samhain Oracle because we are kind of in this in-between with November. It's still fall. We're still moving through this Samhain energy towards Yule energy. So, whoa. I'm going to use them both for now. Alright. Okay, that is good. Let's see. What is here? Dove medicine. Thy wings are thick and strong, I see, for they have battled the most unforgiving winds. Be proud. Be free, my child. Go on. Soar like never be. Aww. I like it. You could have a special connection with doves. You could see a lot of doves. Graveyard. Card number 18. It's interesting. I have been feeling like this remarkably strong pull to be still in a graveyard and to meditate in a graveyard probably since like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't done it yet because I haven't found an appropriate time or space to do it. But I drive past one every single day on my way to on my way to the gym, and I always think about stopping, but I never do because I'm always on my way somewhere or like wanting to get back home. Whatever. But it's interesting that graveyard came up. So if you're feeling that same pull towards a graveyard, I would say follow it. I don't know what's there. I don't know what's waiting, but I feel like there's some sort of clarity. There's some sort of answers that you will find in that stillness. All right, let's read about our shark first. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. bring into balance honesty. I feel like more than anything, this is about being honest with yourself, being honest about what you want, being honest about your life right now. Is this what you want? Is this where you want to stay? Do you want to outgrow this? Which direction do you want to go? Be honest with yourself, and then be honest with the people around you. If you live a life that involves other people, if you're in a relationship that doesn't feel right anymore, if you are whatever, in a job that doesn't feel right anymore, you need to be honest with the people around you and let them know how you're feeling. All right. Garden. Friends, festivities, acquaintances, gatherings. From Oscar Wilde, we learn about the selfish giant who has a beautiful garden but won't allow anyone to enter. Because he refuses to let the children in, the garden remains in winter. The giant finally hears a bird singing. When he looks out, his garden is beginning to bloom again because one brave child has crawled into the garden through a hole. The giant learns that having friends is the key to living a good life. Once he has begun to open his garden and his heart to others, he realizes how much he gains from his friends and neighbors. This card reminds us of the importance of community. It can indicate a festive time of friends and family gathering. For specific timing needs, this card can be a Sunday. This card is sometimes also called park and may feature a public place where people gather. I love this energy. This also is speaking to me that your gift, your talent, whatever it is, if it's something that you tend to keep to yourself because you're afraid of judgment, you're afraid you're not good enough, who the heck am I to do this, this, and this, I feel like this is Spirit saying your gift is one your gift is one that requires being shared, so it can be consumed and so it can be helpful to others. I feel like you have some sort of healing quality. It could be like a singing voice, but you're too scared, you get stage fright, whatever, to sing in front of other people, but your voice could be very healing for people. And in order for them to realize that, you have to share it, right? You have to speak, you have to sing, you have to do whatever it is, share your art for them to experience it. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. Be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you were at the moment, and where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason, and reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attune to the moon. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. So if you had a yes or no question that you wanted an answer to, the answer is yes. You are being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for the highest good, for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Hang on tight. There is a lot of change coming in really positive directions. If you're feeling a little bit lost, if you're feeling like you don't really have a path or a purpose, you will be yeeted right onto it very soon, I promise. All right. Graveyard. Yep. Card number 18. Peace and acknowledgement. Many see a graveyard as a symbol of mortality. It collects the tears of mourners whose loved ones have been laid to rest. Its stillness is an ominous song that creeps up the spine, leaving us to ponder who death will come for next. But a graveyard is a place of serenity where souls can find peace and stillness beyond the harsh realities of living. There is no longer a need to struggle against what is. It is a place of surrender. There are those who fear the graveyard, for it has long been home of wandering spirits who cannot find peace. Those who have not transitioned to eternity, forced to live a half-life, neither dead nor alive. Souls who are faced with taking responsibilities for a life not lived to the full, focused on things that didn't matter and holding on to resentment. The graveyard card will help you find peace with where you are. There are times when we will be faced with difficult situations that are beyond our control. Those are the times that we must surrender to our current place. There is no use in fighting a battle you've already lost. Take control over the one thing you can change, yourself. The situation you're inquiring about is no longer in your hands. The powers that be have taken over. Often we are faced with a challenging ending that is necessary to facilitate a bright new beginning. Yes, I do see a relationship that could potentially need to come to an end. If you haven't already, I think that you will be, and it will be you. Because it's one of those situations that I feel like if you don't leave, if you don't initiate, then nothing will ever happen. This person, whoever you're with, this situation, job, whatever, nothing will ever change. And they're not ever going to leave, even if you are both unhappy and not living your fullest life, because they're content. It's good enough, but what is good enough? Sorry, fucking FedEx bus. What good enough is not enough for you. You want fulfilling, you want sustainable, you want solid, you want security. And I don't think that the current place that you're in offers you that. So be honest with yourself. Make peace with where you're at and how you got here. And then speak your truth, and changes will start rolling in. These endings will start happening very peacefully. I don't see like confrontation and conflict coming about because of this. I see a lot of resolution and peace surrounding it. It might be hard, it might be hurtful for both parties, for everyone involved, but I do think that there is a lot of peace and understanding surrounding it as well. All right, let's read about our dove medicine. Dove medicine, forgiveness, freedom, new beginnings. So, pause for a second. We have new beginnings here, and new beginnings mentioned here. And I also mentioned some new beginnings throughout the reading. So, theme for November: new beginnings everywhere. New beginnings, new opportunities, new life, all of it. All right. Doves are gentle creatures associated with purity, freedom, and peace. Forgiveness is the dove's greatest gift, and it is through forgiving that peace and freedom can be obtained. Holding on to the past is a type of prison, keeping you trapped within things that no longer exist. Perhaps you've replayed your situation in your mind, or maybe past hurts have prevented you from welcoming new experiences into your life. Dove medicine guides you to spread your wings and fly away from the heartache of the past. Allow yourself to forgive those who have caused you pain. Forgiveness isn't for their benefit, but yours. As you release the old, you make space to learn to trust again and to welcome loving relationships that support you. That was very specific to love. That could be on the grander scheme of things. If you know that the current relationship isn't what you want, you're not necessarily looking to leave to jump into anything else, but you know that in order to get this relationship that you really do want, all of the qualities that you want, loving, supportive, stable again, you have to leave that which is not those things, right? Okay, guys, I love you all so very, very, very much. I really hope that there was something here for you. If there was, please like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to reach as many of the collective as I can, so we, as a collective, can heal through spirit together and evolve together. Together? Alright, guys, I love you all so very much, and I will see you next time. Bye!